Humans are complicated. We invented Wi-Fi, explored space, built self-driving cars, and yet some of our deepest, most hardwired instincts are straight up malfunctioning in the modern world. These were once useful survival tricks, forged over millions of years, but now they're more like a Windows 98 program trying to run on a VR headset. So, here's a countdown of weird human instincts that could literally get you killed today. Picture this. You're at a concert, the music's blasting, life's good. Then suddenly, panic hits the crowd. People start running. Your brain doesn't calmly assess the situation like, is there actually a danger? Nope. It goes, everyone's sprinting? Bet. Me too. This is herd mentality, baby. Back in caveman times, if one person saw a tiger and bolted, following the group increased your chances of not becoming lunch. Fast forward to today, no tiger. Just someone dropping their phone near a speaker. But thousands of years of evolution don't care. So now you've got hundreds of people stampeding toward exits for no reason. And that's how instinct turns a mild scare into a real hazard. Basically, your survival brain is still living in the jungle, but your body's at Coachella. You know those horror movies where someone just stands there as the killer approaches, wide-eyed and motionless? Yeah, that's not bad acting. That's your nervous system. When your brain senses extreme danger, it sometimes hits the freeze response, a leftover from a time when predators relied on movement to detect prey. If you didn't move, maybe the saber-toothed murder machine wouldn't see you. Now apply that to, say, an oncoming car, or an actual emergency where seconds matter. Instead of leaping into action, your body's like, okay, hear me out. What if we do absolutely nothing? Great idea, Steve. Real helpful. Your brain loves patterns, especially faces. You see someone who looks vaguely familiar, maybe they remind you of a friend or your barista or that guy from a toothpaste ad, and suddenly your defenses go down. This is called the mere exposure effect. We evolved to trust what felt familiar because, back in tribal days, strangers were often a threat. But now, that trusting face might belong to a scammer, catfisher, or someone trying to sell you miracle detox rocks on Facebook Marketplace. Your instincts say, they seem nice. Reality says, they stole 14 identities and a goat. Fire breaks out, smoke fills the room, and you run deeper inside the building. Believe it or not, this happens a lot. When scared, people instinctively retreat to familiar spaces, like their room, their office, or the bathroom. You know, the one with no windows and exactly one sad little lock. Why? Because your brain associates familiar equals safe, even if that safe spot is currently being engulfed in flames. Basically, your prehistoric brain thinks your bedroom is your cave. Spoiler, drywall isn't fireproof. You get injured. It's bad, but not cartoonishly bad. Your brain's like, no big deal, just walk it off. This is adrenaline talking. Your fight or flight response floods your system with chemicals that numb pain so you can keep running from danger. Problem is, modern dangers aren't saber-toothed tigers. They're internal bleeding, concussions, or shock. And instead of collapsing dramatically like a movie character, you might calmly bleed out while insisting, I'm fine. If cavemen had ambulances, this instinct probably wouldn't exist. People love to overestimate their swimming skills. You see a lake and think, I got this. You dive in, then your body hits cold water, your breathing freaks out, your muscle seize, and suddenly your instinct to gasp kicks in. Congratulations, you've just inhaled a mouthful of lake. That instinct to gasp when shocked used to help when we fell on land, but in water, it's like pressing self-destruct. Ever laugh during an awkward or terrifying moment? Yeah, that's not you being weird. That's your social survival reflex misfiring. Back in tight-knit tribes, showing fear could make others panic. Laughter was like your brain's awkward attempt at saying, everything's fine, we're chill, totally not dying. Modern version? Nervously giggling while giving a police statement. Basically, your brain's like a bad comedian doing crowd control while the building burns. Humans are famously bad at calculating risk. We'll fear plane crashes, 1 in 11 million odds, but casually text while driving. This is optimism bias, an ancient instinct that kept us taking risks necessary for survival, hunting, exploring, inventing fire. But now, it convinces you that climbing a sketchy rooftop for a TikTok is definitely fine. Spoiler, gravity doesn't care about your follower count. If someone in a uniform told you to do something questionable, would you hesitate? History says probably not. This instinct comes from hierarchical survival structures. Following the leader kept tribes organized. Disobeying the wrong person could get you exiled or worse. Modern day, it means people follow dumb instructions in emergencies because someone seemed in charge. Your brain goes, they must know what they're doing. They go, I just work here. When adrenaline spikes, your senses narrow to focus on immediate threats. Vision literally narrows, hearing dulls. It's like your brain hits the zoom in button on reality. Useful if a lion's charging you. Less useful when you need to find the nearest fire exit, and all you can focus on is, well, one single chair. And there you have it. Instincts that once saved us from wild animals, rival tribes, and the occasional falling tree, now just make us look like confused Sims in modern emergencies. Your brain means well. It's just a little outdated, like a noble grandpa who still thinks floppy disks at cutting edge. That's all for today. I'll be making more videos like this, so subscribe if you don't want to miss them.